Iowa, we have arrived.
When it comes to heavyweight states in the whitetail world, Iowa is at the top. So for me, I could not be more fired up than to finally have an Iowa tag in my pocket. Heading up to hunt with our great friends Larry and Donna Polkerbeck, and we cannot wait to hit the woods. There he is. Larry, man, what's up, brother? Thank you for having us. Doing great, brother.
Glad you're here, man.
I'm very appreciative of you allowing us to come out and enjoy your place. And
Well, hopefully we get on some big bucks.
oh, I trust in you, man.
Yeah.
I've got nothing but trust in you.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Wow. His brows score more than most of the deer I've ever shot.
This is in last year at 3.5 years old.
You know, looking at these sheds and through all the sheds that Larry has of bucks from the past that could potentially end up in the pens, I mean, I'm just reminded that Iowa is just a special place. And if you're a whitetail hunter, you're just thankful to even be there. And for us, it's been quite a few years since the Headhunters crew has been in Iowa.
It might be that big 8, seriously. God, he's going left. Here he comes. You got him right there. Yes, baby.
Look at this deer, man. That's my best deer ever. What an awesome deer, man. Just very thankful and very blessed to be out here.
He's a big 10. He's coming right up this draw down below us. He's coming right to the tree. Got him good.
What a deer.
He looks awesome. Look at his brow tines.
Loving that.
To be able to come out here and hunt with you guys, this has been a dream hunt. I can never thank you guys enough.
Hey, we're
Glad to have you in camp, buddy.
That's a big 10. He's gonna be close to 170, I would think.
Yeah.
That one's out there. He's not very. Is he older?
That's
now?
one I certainly wouldn't want shot.
He's a 10 with, is that an extra beam or something? Yeah, so he's recognizable.
So, I mean, we got right down to business. We got in, we visited with Larry and Donna for a bit, and then it was time to go over his most important tool of the week, especially for me, the no-shoot list. So after we got that out of the way, it was time to finally hit the Iowa deer woods.
Night one. Just getting into a deer hunter's paradise here in Iowa with our good buddy Larry Polkerbeck. Wind's blowing a little bit tonight. Temperatures are a little bit warmer than we hoped for, but not terrible. Set up on a bean field tonight, got a decoy out. We're gonna try to pull some of these big bucks up out of this draw in this timber. And they come out here into these beans and hopefully pull them across this blind that we're setting. Behind them. Pretty good buck. See him? Yeah. He's running those does. He's going down to the left down that draw. Pretty decent deer, but I don't think he's a shooter. But that's a good start. Big buck, big buck, big buck coming from the right. I mean a hammer. Oh no, dude, it's that extra beam buck, that one with that kicker coming off his beam that Larry asked us not to shoot. I mean, what are the chances of this right now? We have an absolute giant 20 yards right now, right in front of our decoy. There's 3 deer he asked me not to shoot. That's one of the 3 he got. Sitting here perfectly broadside right now at 20 yards.
Of all the bucks on the first evening of the hunt to come in and stand at 20 yards for the last 20 minutes of camera light, it had to be one of the bucks that Larry said was on the no-shoot list. But hey, it was still nice to see a deer of that caliber, and I'm glad that at least it's day one and we got all that passing buck stuff out of the way. Right out of the gate, we had a few bucks stirred up, and we were set up in a perfect spot to rattle. We can see a long ways, and as long as we can catch a buck's attention, even if he didn't finish the bow range, we were still able to get eyes on him and see exactly what we were working with.
Well, we just need old big Hoss to come through and do that. Hit the horns together. That little buck came running down into that ditch. He came right up, and I mean walked out pin. Yeah. There's another deer to my right. Doe buck behind her. Pretty good buck. Looks like a 9-point. He's not a shooter, but he's a better buck. These fellas are starting to get up and walk around a little bit. Here comes a pretty good deer to my left, Scuba. Up on that hill. Looks like a nice 10-point. Looks like a 3-year-old 10-point. You see him coming. He's coming down towards that other buck. If I was in Pensy right now, we'd be celebrating down at Laura's or the dairy. Heck of a first morning here in Iowa. We had bucks all over us. We just had a really nice 3-year-old 10-point. A young 8 and a 9 come down there chasing a doe. It's just been everything that you could ask for in your first morning in Iowa. As a deer hunter, it's like a dream come true when you can sit here with an Iowa tag in your pocket. We're some blessed fellas and we're thankful for it.
As a deer hunter, you really couldn't ask for much more. Deer were up and moving. Now, all the bucks we were seeing were young. However, this was what you expect in Iowa. We were seeing a lot of deer, and it was a good indication of what the rest of the week could possibly bring.
They say time don't wait for no man, so I gotta get it now. Had to pick myself up just so I could put it down. Cause won't nobody giving no handouts. In a crowd full of stand-ins, I'm just trying to stand out at home. Working hard just to make my mama proud. Dream loud just to drown out all the doubt. Road to success, I had some rerouting, but found my lane. And won't nobody take me out, and I'm gone. So long. Yeah, let's go. Said I'm gone. So long. Yeah, way past the clouds. I'm up in the sky, not a bird or a plane. No, that's just me flying. I've been winning that life. Everybody else trying. Nah, I ain't just everybody. Anybody ain't mine. And
We are bundled up this morning. Turkey's gobbling, trying to stay warm. I mean, that's how you kick off a morning here in Iowa. It's our last morning before heading down to Missouri for rifle season. We've been dealing with lockdown the last few days, and it's just been tough. Rattling a bunch of young bucks, saw a bunch of young bucks. Passed one really good deer, but there ain't no morning like the last morning of the hunt. If we don't connect, we'll be back to finish what we started.
Weather-wise, we finally got some of the cooler temps we were hoping for, but unfortunately, the front that pushed through ended up turning nasty and just ended up shutting down some of the little deer movement that we had. Knowing we were going to be gone for a few days, it was important to get some intel. So we decided to hang some bog cameras on some different travel corridors and scrapes. We already had several sets of Millenniums hung, so we were ready. We just needed some intel over the next couple days to hopefully get back, hit the woods, and get a tag punched. After a quick, short trip down to Missouri, it was time to get back in the truck and head north back to Iowa to finish what we started.
We're just getting back here to Iowa. We hung a bunch of trail cameras, a bunch of these bog cameras to get some intel as to what's going on. So we're up here, gonna check them and try to get a game plan on what we're gonna do the next few days. Can't tell as much in this blind or down in this bottom, but it's extremely windy today, especially up on the top. So after checking the bog earlier and our bog cameras that we had set up when we left, the intel is telling us there's quite a few good shooters around. So with this high wind, we just thought it'd be best to get down this bottom, get out of the wind, and hopefully they got the same idea. A lot of buck sign on the walk in, so we'll see what happens. We're here in Iowa, a deer hunter's paradise. This is the Mecca, and it's been an incredible hunt so far. Just waiting on old Hoss to get broadside in the pins. And good Lord willing, tonight's the night.
To be honest, it's been a long 12 days. We've had a lot of travel, a lot of woods hours with very little success, and the grind is starting to be felt a little bit. And just about the time you're starting to feel a little bit of the grind, I look up and I see our first maybe.
There's a good buck right there, coming right to the decoy. You see him? Yeah. Walking straight away right now. Oh, man.
That was as close as we had gotten since day one in Iowa. This deer was coming perfect. It was about to be perfect. And at the last little bit, just before bow range, he just didn't tolerate the decoy. Turned back, got some high ground, gave it one last look, and walked off.
What is she looking at? Right here. Big buck coming. Coming from the right. He's coming at the decoy. See him? It's that tan. All right, I gotta shoot soon. Can't see him now, but he went down behind that blowdown. I'm telling you, dude, he was pouring blood. I hit him, it almost looked like it was a little bit low, but when he came over here, he fell. It looked like he just collapsed down behind this blowdown right here. Kind of caught us off guard. All our deer were to our left, and he just came out of nowhere. By the time I saw him, he was already probably 40 yards, maybe 35. Those are the kind of moments as a hunter you live for right there. I mean, he hasn't gone 30 yards from where we hit him. Look at all that blood. Where we last saw him, that was it. What a stud of an Iowa buck. Thank you to amazing friends, Larry and Donna Polkerbeck. Larry has done so many incredible things for the hunting business and the hunting industry. He invites us up to Bowfest every year, and they were kind enough to allow us to come out and hunt their place. And it has been a grind. It's been an amazing hunt, but it's been a grind. We've seen some incredible deer, and my man Scuba, I gotta thank him.
He's hung in with me the whole time between Iowa and Missouri, and we were talking about tonight. You know, you're talking about a 12-day grind, and in 30 seconds, I look over to my right, and here comes this giant. Took the shot. At first, I wasn't exactly sure about it. Went back, reviewed it, thought I saw him go down, and sure enough, I did. He didn't go anywhere. He probably went 70 yards. Gave him just a little bit of time, and just came in here and wrapped my tag around a truly incredible Iowa bucket I'm thankful for. Thankful to the good Lord, and again, thank you so much, Larry and Donna, for allowing us to be out here. This is a hunt I'll never forget. I appreciate you guys. Time to celebrate with the man, the myth, the legend, Larry himself. And he's got a reason to be celebrating of his own.
Did you get it?
We got him, buddy. When we went back in there, he only went right where I last saw him. That was it. I mean, he didn't go 70 yards. When we got back to camp that night, I could not believe my eyes when we walked in that garage because Larry had put his tag on an absolute monster. Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Last year he was 174. This year he's 170 or 186.
I mean, that is a giant. I waited 5 years to draw the tag, hunted 12 days, and it was all over in a matter of seconds. What a hunt in the state of Iowa. This place is truly incredible. It is a magical state for a deer hunter. And to top it all off, not only do they have an incredible management program, but they also give us hunters the opportunity to give back.
People have been donating right and left, and it is amazing. Awesome. It has been really cool. So what we do is we grind this up, and it goes into 2-pound chubs, and then the Food Bank of Iowa comes and picks it up. And I mean, I think we did 2,400 pounds the last.
That's crazy.
Oh, it is. So we're about ready to do a third one.
So this is an unbelievable program that they have here in the state of Iowa. We're here to donate our deer. It's called the HUSH program, Help Us Stop Hunger. And really they're accomplishing a ton of goals with it. You're able to provide clean protein for people who are maybe misfortunate, and at the same time help the state of Iowa in deer management. So as hunters and conservationists, it feels real good to be a part of this program and to donate our deer here today in Iowa. Donation to the HUSH program, complete. You know, like I said, as hunters and conservationists, this program they have here in Iowa is unbelievable, and we're glad to be a part of it. It's just a different world up here.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Get this Pensy boy, Mississippi boy up here. We'll be like seeing a 2.5 years. He's 6. I'm kidding. Kind of.
It's okay.
Kind of. We'll make sure we look really hard.